In March of this year, it became known that the Queen of Great Britain decided to finally make Windsor Castle her main residence. Now she will work from home and receive official guests there. But how many houses does Her Majesty have in total? And what does she need them for? Let's try to figure it out. Let's start with Windsor Castle, which is located in the city of Windsor in Berkshire. Elizabeth inherited it. The history of the largest castle in the world, with more than 1,000 rooms, takes us back to 1066 and William the Conqueror I. It was he who erected several defensive fortifications around London, but back then Windsor was a modest wooden fortress with stone towers, and it became the official royal residence when Henry I settled there in 1110. Since then, the castle has been rebuilt several times and became surrounded with legends about ghosts, of which there are as many as 25. The Queen first moved there during the Second World War for security reasons. This place is very much loved by Elizabeth and for a long time served as her country house. Her joint memories with Prince Philip are connected with it. Her ponies are there and her family lives nearby, so it is not surprising that Her Majesty chose this house to replace Buckingham Palace. Previously, Buckingham Palace in central London was the permanent home and official residence of the British monarch. But now there are repairs going on that will last until 2027. The palace was built for the Duke of Buckingham in 1703, and since 1837 has been the main residence of the reigning monarch of Great Britain. There are 775 rooms, 19 staterooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 188 staff rooms, 92 offices, and 72 bathrooms. And in the halls there is a collection of works of art, including works by Rubens and Rembrandt. Swans and flamingos live in the adjacent green area, the largest private park in London. Despite the luxurious interior, it was not very comfortable to live there. The Queen complained about the smell of mold, and only the late Prince Philip was able to organize the work of the kitchen so that the dishes got to the table warm, several centuries after the construction of the palace. Major repair should solve the numerous problems of the dilapidated building. In particular, the electrical wiring and heating systems, which make the palace prone to fire and floods, will be completely replaced. On holidays, Her Majesty often goes to Sandringham Palace in British Norfolk. She goes there with her family for the anniversary of her own coronation and the death of her father, as well as for New Year's. In Edinburgh, the official residence of the British Crown is the Palace of Holyrood House. The Queen stays in this ancient castle of the early 12th century during her traditional trips to Scotland, usually in the first week of summer. Here she appoints the First Minister of the country and holds receptions. At the end of the summer, the monarch lives for several weeks in another Scottish estate, Balmoral Castle. It was very much loved by Elizabeth and covers an area of about 50 acres, including forests and farmland, as well as controlled herds of deer and ponies. When she was younger, she would go hunting, ride horseback, or drive an old Land Rover on mountain roads. Prince William and Kate often visit one of the cottages on the territory of this estate. It is called the secret residence of the Cambridge couple. When visiting Northern Ireland, Her Majesty stops at another of her castles, Hillsborough Castle and Gardens. This two-story building, built in the 18th century, is also the residence of the country's government. These are the 6 palaces of the reigning queen for almost any occasion. Would you like to live in any of them? If you like the video, leave a like and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything interesting.